Hi folks, Andy from the Car Boutique here. You already know what this video is about because you've seen the thumbnail, you've clicked on it and you're now wondering what is this all about. The Car Boutique's Coronation Wax. Now I had the idea, or the team had the idea about 6 months ago to do something special to celebrate the King's coronation on the 6th of May 2023. And the fruits of our labour have finally arrived and you're going to share the box opening experience with me. So we're going to see what's in the box. I'm going to take you on a brief story as to how we've gone from concept to actually getting the product here, and also an opportunity, should you wish, to add one of these waxes to your collection. Now, it doesn't matter whether you are in support of the monarchy or you're not. You might be a wax collector, you might follow the brand that actually made this for us. Whatever reason you've got, I think this is something special to have. And there's only, well, I'm going to go into a bit more detail shortly as to how many are in existence, because it gets a bit complicated. So we're going to open the box, we're going to have a look what's inside, and then we're going to take the story further. Okay, so that's the two big boxes unloaded. Remember, I haven't even seen what's in these yet. So going back about 6 months, the Car Boutique management team came up with the idea of producing something to celebrate the King's coronation. And it was a unanimous decision to make another Car Boutique wax. And this essentially is the third wax we've approached a company to make. We are really excited about this one. The company we went for was Hbsauce Custom Wax Creations. We've used them before, and the reason we decided on them is the creativity, the dialogue, the enjoyment. That process of concept to finally receiving them has been absolutely awesome, and I am really happy with the photos I've seen at the moment, because I haven't actually seen it yet, with what we've got to offer today. Okay, so right at the start we were thinking names, and we came up, there was a whole myriad of names that we were thinking of, just from 2023, putting a crown above 2023. And I was talking to my dad, Mr. Ronald Fraser, and he just came up with the idea of calling it Regnal Sera. All right, and I thought that sounds brilliant. All right, now if you look into the sort of origins of Regnal, the medieval Latin was Regnalis, and sort of more modern Latin was Regnum, and essentially it means rain. If you look at Latin, Cera means wax as well. So we're looking at sort of monarch wax, rain wax, that kind of thing. It was the perfect, you know, when you just make that subconscious decision that fits. So we had the name. We then went on to the design of the label, and this took a couple of weeks to do. We looked at some funny ones, as you can see now. We looked at some minimalistic ones. Then we looked at trying to get the Union Jack on with a distorted Union Jack. But then I thought, no, let's keep it professional. And we sort of went for a Union Jack, but various variations of it. And myself and Hugo from Hbsauce both agreed that keeping it simple, nice and clear on the labelling was the way to go. Now, if you look at the labelling now, it has got HB Custom Wax Creations on the top, okay, for the website. It's got a very subtle Car Boutique logo, because we didn't want the main focus to be our label, and it was in green, it would look silly, so we've sort of merged that into the background. And it's got commissioned by TCB and Mr. Ronald Fraser, my dad, compliments where their compliments are due, and I think he deserves some credit because it is the perfect name for this. And at the bottom, as it's celebrating the King's coronation, Charles III, 6th of the 5th, 2023. So like I said right at the start, if you're into the royal family, or if you're not, you may just like waxes, you collect waxes, something a bit more bespoke, limited edition, or you follow HB Custom Wax Creations. This is another blend from his very creative mind. So we had our label. The next thing we went on to develop was the actual packaging itself. And right from the start, I knew I wanted a glass jar. And once again, Hugo from HB Custom Wax Creations sent us a picture of the jars, okay? I was happy with the sort of the frosted jar design, and I think it went well. It went well with that professional theme. We then looked at the lids, and straight away I knew I wanted silver or gold. We got sent the photographs. Straight away I wanted gold, so I thought the design of the label, the gold lid, and the glass jar was a perfect blend. Then onto the wax itself. Okay, now if you're looking at the actual wax, it's a carnauba and synthetic wax. Okay, which with natural oils in. So it's almost a blend between a show wax and sort of a more enduring wax. So you're probably getting 4 to 8 weeks of durability. But the main focus with the high-end ingredients that Hugo has used is that show wax element. All right, and I will be doing a video of me using it, because the one I break into is the one I'm going to use myself. All right, but if you've used Hbsauce's waxes in the past, you know the ease of use, you know the high grade ingredients he makes his waxes with, and this is up to the same level. I wanted the ingredients to be top end, but the shift to be on a show wax whereby people can get their cars looking amazing. The final bit, and this was the fun bit, was the smell. Now, this is a celebration of the King's coronation, so I wanted to do something celebratory. So I always had the idea of having some kind of alcoholic smell. Initially, we decided on gin, but that has sort of been done before, so we discussed a twist on it. So the actual smell we've gone for is rhubarb gin. Trust me, when you smell it, you will not have smelt a wax that smells like this. It's very hard to describe, but if you close your eyes and think rhubarb and gin, you get it, all right? And it's beautiful. So everything works together. The label, the packaging, the lid, the colour of the wax, the smell itself. The actual wax colour itself took a bit of time as well. I wanted it in blend with Union Jack, so we're looking at reds, whites and blues. The whites did sit comfortably. Our previous wax was a red, so it had to be blue. And I've seen other blues that Hugo has used for his waxes, and I wanted something similar to that. So he's got one of his blue sort of wax colours. He's lightened it up, so the actual wax itself is a lovely light blue. Once again, he sent photographs and kept changing it until I was happy. All right, so that's the actual story behind it. So less of the chat, let's actually see what we're getting, and more importantly, how you can get one of these. Okay, we're going to enjoy this together. So this is the actual packaging it comes in. All right, each of the waxes are numbered on the box as well. So this is number 8. This is the one I'm going to be keeping. And if you have a look, it is beautifully packaged with 2 Regnal Sierra stickers. We're sharing this experience together, so you then get 2 colours, the white, even something like that, the white, blue and red, and then it comes out in this lovely bag with HP custom wax creations on it, and they're his new bags, so it's beautifully presented. All right, so let's open it up. Okay, so let's take it out the bag. Once again, it's in tissue paper. I'm going to break this one because this is my one. And there you go. How beautiful is that? 100 milliliter jars, and on the back you've got Hugo Squiggle 2023 and number 8 on it. So they are all very individual. All right. There you go. Opening the jar itself, you've then got a sealing sticker again with the logo on. And I hate doing this, but I'm going to break the seal now. And there's the colour of the wax. Isn't that beautiful? Attention to detail is fantastic. I am so happy with that. I really am. Okay, so let's talk about how you can get one of these. Right then, so you've shared the box opening, and the first time any of us have seen this, and I'm so excited about this. I'm so pleased. The vision we had 6 months ago is here in my hand, and it's so nice to eventually receive it, okay, which is really good. Now, how do you get hold of one of these? All right, you're going to get everything. You're going to get all the packaging. You're going to get the HP Custom Wax Creation silk bag, and obviously you're going to get the wax itself, which remember is 100 milliliters light blue wax in rhubarb gin, and you're also going to get a couple of the stickers as well. Now, in line with Hbsauce custom wax creations and pricing policy. The price for 100 millilitres is going to be £45, and if I'm delivering it to you, it will be a £5 postage and packaging, so you're looking at £50. Now, the concept of this wasn't to make masses of money for charity. There'll be about £2 or £3 per pot going towards our mental health charity. But the main focus of this was to celebrate the coronation and offer something to the Carbatique Facebook group members that I'm sure you will value and find it as special as us. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, the only way you can order this is via our Facebook group. I will be putting a post up. Some of these have already been sold by people who have been engaged with this process and want one themselves. So I'm going to put a list up, and there's going to be 20 slots, all right, and it will be a first come, first serve basis. And as and when people buy, I'll knock the numbers off until we've sold them all, and I'm pretty sure these are going to sell quickly. There are some other ones in circulation. Hugo from HB Custom Wax Creations has made 15 for himself because he had demand, people expressing interest. His have got the silver lids, and I believe all 15 have been sold to his European customers. So they've all gone. Will we make any more? It depends how much demand we get. Our aim isn't to, but certainly there will only be 20 designed like this as the first release. All right. I'm not saying we will make any more. We prefer not to. We like them to be a bit more exclusive. So there's going to be 35 in existence. 20 with the gold tops that are sold by myself, and 15 that have already been sold by Hugo himself to, I think, Asia and Europe, and they've all gone. All right. So if you're on the Facebook group, get yourself and go and have a look at the advert. I will post when they're all sold. I think it's going to go quite quickly. I'd love for some of you to have these, and it is a first come, first serve. So get your skates on if you want one. Share your photographs when you're receiving them. They're all boxed up. They're going to be sent out straight away, so no waiting like we do for things like hoodies, which seem to take ages to turn up. These will literally be as soon as I receive payment, I put the address on and they'll go, so you'll get them within days. So I hope you are going to share our excitement with this. Get yourself an order in, and I look forward to hearing your experiences with the wax and seeing what you think.